It's now 3 weeks since I last had a cigarette, which has made me obviously think about smoking, about the dangers of smoking in the environment of the coronavirus, and considering the risk one takes as a smoker in comparison to the risk you take from the coronavirus. So, in the United Kingdom, so far, about 12,000 people have died from the coronavirus. In America, the United States, so far, about 20,000 people have died from the coronavirus. And in the world, something like 120,000 people have died from the coronavirus. From smoking every year, so last year, 78,000 people in the UK died from smoking. In America, 480,000 people died because of smoking last year. And in the world, 1 million people died because of smoking, of which 1 million died because of passive smoking. So, think about the facts, the risks you're taking if you're a smoker. Think about the fact that every single year 8 million people die because of smoking. And think of the way the world has been turned upside down by the coronavirus, which so far has killed about 120,000 people. Obviously, it should go without saying that I'm not diminishing in any way anyone who's been in any way hurt, harmed, or ultimately died because of the coronavirus. Obviously, that is not the point I'm making. Obviously, it isn't. The point I'm making is for people who are smokers or who are considering quitting smoking, if they compare the risks they are taking with their lives by smoking and really realise those risks in this environment, it is easier, personally, I found, to realise the actual risk I'm taking of absolutely ending my life because I'm a smoker. Seeing the fear and seeing the measures which have been taken to deal with the coronavirus, seeing the lengths that the entire world is going to reduce the risks of the coronavirus. If you're a smoker, you're taking far higher risk with your life by being a smoker than you are with the coronavirus. Obviously, I'm not a doctor and I'm not pretending to be a medical expert. I'm just a person who is quitting smoking in the environment of the coronavirus. If you're not a smoker, this video is not in any way designed for you, unless you know someone who's a smoker who you might want to talk to. The target audience of this video are smokers and people who want to stop smoking. Thinking about the coronavirus, thinking about the measures people take. If you're a smoker, do you wear a face mask if you're a smoker? Do you wash your hands frequently if you're a smoker? Do you feel threatened if somebody gets within 2 meters of you if you're a smoker? Do you feel other people are being inconsiderate of your safety if you're a smoker? if they come within 2 meters of you? Or do you feel worried about even walking past people on the street if you're a smoker? If you're a smoker, do you feel that way? If you do feel that way, if you're a smoker, you should certainly be far more concerned about the fact that you're a smoker than the dangers of the coronavirus. Again, I'm not for 1 second diminishing the seriousness of the coronavirus. I'm just merely looking at it from the perspective of somebody who's a smoker and putting the risks in comparison with one another. That's all I'm doing. So, if you're a smoker and you take all of these actions in order to avoid getting the coronavirus, and you fear and you worry about the dangers for your personal health if you are a smoker, if you do that, then you should stop smoking. That is my point. If you really are afraid of the coronavirus and you're a smoker, then you should certainly stop smoking, because the dangers for you personally as a smoker are higher than they are of dying from the coronavirus. Again, I'm not a doctor and I'm not pretending to be a doctor and I'm not pretending to be a medical expert. I'm just somebody who's not had a cigarette for 3 weeks during the coronavirus. And it seems to me a very good incentive for stopping smoking. When you see on a cigarette packet a picture and a message of some revolting organs blackened or decaying and revolting, it's disgusting to look at. Of course it is. Or reading a message that you're more likely to die because of X, Y, or Z is a higher risk if you're a smoker. Yes, it's unpleasant to look at that for half a second while you open your new pouch of tobacco for, the third new pouch that week. So you probably looked at that message for a good second and a half before you deliberately ignored it and made the decision that you weren't going to think about that any longer before rolling your first cigarette, lighting it up and smoking it, and shoving the tobacco in your pocket and not thinking about that warning at all until the next time perhaps you had to inconveniently see it when you were first opening your new pouch of tobacco. Maybe you empty your tobacco into something more pleasant. You don't have to look at that. Or maybe